Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. My first interview with Brad on Boxing Social. I can't believe. It's been a while, my friend, but we've linked up. We planned it out, made sure we were in Manchester and we could spend some time together. How are you?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. It's good to have you in the world's greatest city, showing you the ropes, and I've been giving you a tour.
I was going to say, the other night it was a few beers for me, not for you, because you are the perfect athlete. Even a freebie slice of pizza was thrown in there as well for the football game. You got the crap interview out of the way, and now on to the big boys.
Yes, mate. It'll be rude not to, mate, to not have a chat with you while you're here, wouldn't it?
It's been a little while now. Sort of looking back at the Tyler Denny defeat, how have you reflected? I suppose that first month and a half, 2 months. How did you deal with that mentally?
Not very well, mate. Like, you know what? Ideally, I would have liked to get back in the gym and just get cracking, but obviously I broke my hand, and that's why I've still not boxed since. So yeah, mate, I'd had off a bit up until Christmas with a bit hit and miss. Wanted to kind of get my head down in the new year, crack on. Got in the hospital and they kind of told me no chance. You know what I mean? It's going to be a month or two until I'm at least punching. But I got myself back in the gym and got myself kind of back into routine, which I think helped, and slowly built myself up, fit, lost the weight, and I'm back sparring and stuff now. So it's good to be back, mate. I've missed it. When you have something taken away from you that I'm used to doing every day, really. You realise how much you miss it. So I'm really enjoying my training now. I'm happy to be in the gym. You know what I mean? After the fight, I didn't want to be there. Now I've got a big smile on my face while I'm in the gym, and I'm enjoying it again.
Let's talk sort of now moving forward. You are back in the gym, you're able to spar, etc. Boxer have got a show July 1st. I was quite surprised originally that you weren't put on the card. Any talks there, potentially getting yourself on that card in Manchester Arena?
Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. Here's something back. Like you know me, and I'd sell the tickets in Manchester. So if they need me on the card, I'll be there. If there's no room, I'm sure they'll have something else for me down the line. But I'm good to go. Good to go in a couple of weeks. Back sparring and stuff now. And yeah, a couple more weeks, and get back in there, mate. And I've missed it. I can't wait to have that feeling. Fighters will tell you it's once you get that fight date confirmed, it's just a completely different mindset. Like, I'm in the gym all the time now, sparring, eating well, on the Diet Cokes, like you said. But yeah, as soon as you get that fight date confirmed, the mentality changes, and I'm looking forward to kind of getting that good news and really pushing on.
Out of curiosity, weight-wise, I know it's a conversation that we've had off camera. You've always been 160, but huge for the frame. You're still filling out now, still, I suppose, sort of getting to the end of like where you build into your adult shape, but you could be a comfortable big 168 really. Have you sort of had that mental discussion with yourself?
Yeah, 100%, mate. I know I'm big at the weight. I know I'm big at the weight, and if you look at my fights, at the weights I've made, I've always done the weight. I've always done the weight comfortably enough. A pound or two under, you know what I mean? I've never been really strict at the weight, but I think after that last performance, for me, I was far from my best, and there's probably a lot of factors that have gone into that. But don't get me wrong, in the back of your head there is that question: is it the weight? Is it the weight? And it's I have asked myself that question, but there's so many other things that it could have been. You know what I mean? There's so many other things that it could have been. For me, I think this next fight, we're after a 6th rounder, probably have it at a super middle, see how I feel at the weight, see how it comes off, see if I feel I've got the 160 limit still in me. But I've had a long time out of the ring, and I had a long time eating shit, mate, and being a big fat pisshead. So I'm gonna be heavy. But like you say, mate, I'm a 25-year-old kid. I'm at that age where if I have too long off and I go too heavy, Oh, the tunes are on. Whoa, he's going off now. Kind of like that Diet Coke's getting swerved.
Jordan Reynolds has put out a video, very respectful between the two of you, but he said that he would like to fight you. You've gone, yeah, fuck it, go on then. How does a fight between yourself and him go?
How does it go? Probably a fucking couple of black eyes and a few paracetamol the next day. Both got fan-friendly styles. I think that fight's only going one way. It's going to be entertaining. He's a top kid. He's one of the boys when I was an amateur. He was probably the top boy at my weight. But the pose is a different game, and I'm confident I'll get the job done. I'll beat him. He's the one who's come looking for me. We spoke on DM. He mentioned about fighting me. I said, look, mate. He said, like, if you come asking to fight me, you know what I mean, and you're saying it half-heartedly, I'll fight. So as soon as someone wants, I'm happy to go. And then he's done a post after that. Well, the post was kind of these Instagram boxes and the padded record and this and that, and I thought, and then called me up. Mate,
are you these Instagram boxers with a padded record?
I think I'm the opposite of that. But I think don't speak to me on DM, and I'll say that I fight, then do a post if you've not spoke to me. You know what I mean? But it's one of them things. Like I say, there's no bad blood. We've said there's no. He said, there's no beef or anything. It's a great fight. And I think it'll be a very entertaining fight. And I think by the sounds of it, it's going to be one easy to make. As soon as I've had 6 months off, it's a long time. As soon as I'm back in the mix, get a win under my belt, and then I'd love to get in there with him. I think that's a title-worthy fight. I think we could get some kind of title on the line for that, and hopefully put it on the line. And I think, like you say, I think that fight's only going one way, and it's going to be entertaining.
Lastly from me, like you just sort of touched on a little bit, in terms of getting back out there, is it just a 6-rounder for you and then straight back into the biggest challenges? I know you won't want to waste time faffing about, maybe taking a few easier touches. You just want to get back then operating at the highest level possible.
Yeah, mate, I feel like I gradually worked myself up to that level where I boxed Tyler over the 10 rounds, and I feel I don't want to come back down. You know what I mean? I want to get a 6 round, and I want to get back in the mix because I do feel like I'm at that level. You know what I mean? I know we'll come up short against Tyler, and since that fight, Tyler showed kind of the level he's at and what he can do. I'd love that fight again. But I know I can't just demand that fight and it happens. I've got to earn it. Tyler's looking to push on and do bigger things. But if that's the fight that can happen down the line, I'm going to try and get myself in a position where that fight can be made and we can force that fight. But yeah, mate, like you say, I'm just really looking forward to kind of getting myself back in the mix now.
Brad, always a pleasure. We look forward to going for a bit of scran later on. Thank you for showing me the ropes in Manchester. And do you want to show them? Right, so Brad messaged me and he's got me a birthday present and he forgot it on Wednesday. So we've met up today and he has bought me the Courtier's hat.
I have, mate. It's your birthday, wasn't it? Well, no, I'll tell you what happened, mate. I'm not going to lie. I bought it for myself and I tried it on and I didn't like it and I was going to send it back, and then I seen Charlie post it was his birthday and I knew he was in Manchester, and I thought, you know what, he's alright, that kid, he can have a little birthday present. So yeah, I've treated it.
Always a pleasure, thank you very much.